One of the greatest responses to the problem of evil is actually not found in any essay or paper, in my opinion. It's found in fiction. Specifically, it's found in Fyodor Dostoevsky's masterpiece, The Brothers Karamazov. Within this book, there's a conversation between two of the greatest written characters of all time, Ivan and Alyosha. Ivan is an atheist, and he presents this problem to Alyosha. It's not the traditional problem of evil, as in the logical one. Instead, this is more about the price of the world that God created. He goes over many different instances of suffering in the world to Alyosha, and then he really finishes with a very amazing parable called the Grand Inquisitor. The parable of the Grand Inquisitor goes something like this. This is a world where Christ returns to the earth during the Spanish Inquisition in the 16th century, and instead of the church welcoming him, they actually arrest him. This time, the crime of Christ is not claiming to be God as it is in the Gospels. Instead, the crime of Christ was giving humans freedom, far too much freedom, in a way that we cannot bear. They tell him that he never should have returned. They didn't want Christ to come back because they had it under control. You see, the church became tyrannical because they realized humans had too much freedom. So instead of just complaining about it, they decided to take away the freedom of the people because they couldn't handle it. That is essentially the critique. God gave humans so much freedom that they didn't want, and that is what the actual source of all this evil is. And in response, Alyosha does exactly what Christ does when the Grand Inquisitor presents this issue. He kisses him. There is no response given back, and that's kind of the whole point. The issue here is an emotional problem, and that doesn't make it less valid. People will still continue to have this problem because it just feels like free will is too much. So instead of arguing back and forth, he listens, and he understands, and then consoles him. The Bible often speaks on how important love is, but it's not just any kind of love. It's a very specific kind of love, which Elder Zosima also speaks about within the book. Ivan has the first kind of love, what you would call love in the abstract, and this is the kind of love that can make him say, this freedom was too much, you can have it back, I don't really want to exist at all, anyways, if this is the price. Ivan loves the idea of humans, or humans in the abstract, so when he thinks about how much suffering happens in the world, he just wishes humans didn't exist at all if this was the cost. Alyosha has the second kind of love, which is not love for humans in the abstract. Instead, it's love for the person that's in front of him at that moment. Alyosha has the kind of love that will allow him to listen to you speak, really sympathize with you, and just kiss you instead of arguing against you. Essentially, Dostoevsky is saying the real solution here is not a better argument, but rather a better person. What we really need to do is be better to those who are struggling with these problems.